Doctrine of Fallen Angels, the Light Learned in the Shadow. Kardec explains that the idea of fallen angels arose from human effort to understand the origin of evil and the contrast between divine purity and the imperfections of the world. Ancient religions imagined that some spirits created perfect would have rebelled against the Creator and therefore were cast into darkness. However, Spiritism offers a more rational explanation compatible with divine justice. God does not create perfect beings only to condemn them later, but simple and ignorant spirits, endowed with free will to choose between good and evil. These spirits, when misusing free will, delay their own progress, plunging into painful experiences that serve as corrective lessons. The fall is therefore symbolic. It is not a literal expulsion from heaven, but a vibrational descent of consciousness, which temporarily departs from divine harmony. Sooner or later, everyone returns to the light, for evolution is an irresistible law, and love is the force that reconciles everything. Moral neuroscience and deep psychology confirm that human consciousness oscillates between instinctive tendencies and impulses of elevation. The fallen angel is the archetypal representation of the inner conflict between ego and spirit, between the desire for power and the longing for love. When the being succumbs to selfishness, its vibration densifies. When it seeks compassion, it elevates. Falling and rising are alternating phases of the same learning process. Quantum physics offers an elegant analogy. Subatomic particles can exist in different energy states. When they absorb energy, they rise to a higher level. When they lose it, they return to a denser state. The same is true for the spirit. Its inner light shines more or less depending on its moral tuning. The fallen angels are spirits who, by choice, lowered their vibrational frequency but remain connected to the same universe of love that awaits them back. Kardec states that there are no eternally condemned angels. Hell is not a place of endless torment, but a state of tormented consciousness that the spirit creates for itself by distancing from divine law. Similarly, heaven is not a fixed throne of glory, but a state of inner peace achieved through harmony with the laws of love and justice. Good and evil are not external punishments, but natural consequences of our thoughts and choices. Transpersonal psychology sees in this myth a reflection of the individuation journey. The spirit descends into matter to know itself, faces the shadow to awaken, and is reborn from the experience transformed. The fallen angel is the spirit in learning, which needs to experience the contrast of pain to understand the light of compassion. There is no eternal guilt, only temporary lessons. Kardec explains that, in the symbolic language of the Bible and other traditions, Lucifer represents the intelligence that is deluded by pride, believing it can be light on its own. But no light is autonomous. All brightness comes from the divine sun. Redemption, therefore, occurs when the spirit recognizes its loving dependence on God and begins to radiate the light it previously reflected only partially. The fall is forgetfulness, the return is awakening. Physical and spiritual cosmology suggests that universal evolution is made up of cycles of contraction and expansion, of fall and ascent. Stars are born, shine, and collapse, only to be reborn in new luminous forms. The spirit follows the same principle. Each mistake is a moral collapse that prepares a new birth. God does not punish, he educates. Evil is not an opposing force to good, but a temporary lack of understanding of good. Thus, the doctrine of fallen angels reveals the profound meaning of divine mercy. The spirits who suffer in the shadows today will be the ones to illuminate other paths tomorrow. Every fallen angel is, in fact, a star on pause, awaiting the moment to shine again. And the deeper the dive into pain, the more intense the light of awakening will be. Understanding this truth is to free oneself from fear and guilt, because there are no eternal condemnations, only learners of the light at different stages of maturity. God's love reaches everyone, even those who have temporarily strayed from his harmony. If this reflection has brought you hope and comfort, share it, because understanding the doctrine of fallen angels is realizing that even shadow serves the light and that no spirit is lost in God's universe.